Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Pete. You're watching Pete J. Cooper the Model Builder, and yes, we're on a new build. Yes, the Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing is what we're building, and as you can see right there, that is pack number 1, but we're going on with a lot more than that. We have quite a little more. That's number 2, that's number 3, and we've got a little bit of the engine as well right there. So let's get straight into this and do this beautiful build and start with that all important belly cam and the lights. 300 SL Gullwing. So we've got that beautiful. We've got the first AP screws. We've got that one that came out and was bent a little bit, but I think that doesn't bother because it's going to be bent here as well. So we've got that and then that, but we're not going to put that straight onto the, we're going to put that on the little cloth. Okay, we've got that in front of us, as you can see. Let me zoom that in a little bit more. As you can see, some of these parts are already on, like those parts, and it's a little bit fatty. And we're going to put this rod in, and we're going through that little thing there. Wow. Let's start on the other side then. There's oil in it. Yep. Let's not do it with that, but, and that is what we should have with that thing through. And have a look right there, they need to be under that little thing, and push it in from this side, because this angle was not really good. So have a look which side the angle is the best. I'm going to put that away to the side and see what we do in step number something. Now, if you look at that, that can only go on one way. And then we've got a lot of little screws to put on. And we've got the AP screws for that. And I'm going to start on this side. And this is an AP screw, and A means plastic. Or at least AP means that it's going into plastic. If it's an AM, it's going into metal. And then we do like to put a little bit of oil on the tip of the screw, just to make it go in a little bit better and easier with all that paint that is in there. Just all with these models, it's a normal thing that happens, and that is what you have. Really nice. So I'm going to put that aside neatly, because that is stage 1 done. This is stage 2. And we do need a little bit of hot water with this stage. Okay, this is stage 2 with the wheel in it. As you can see, that is in hot water because that was solid. And when you put it in hot water, I mean really hot water, it softens up and it's easier to put around that little thing there. We get a screwdriver as well, but I don't like these screwdrivers. They're almost gone in my hand, so I never use them. And I'm going to leave it in there for a second, but let's have a quick look what we do. Front left wheel is what we're making. We're putting the hot water. They're saying 75 degrees. Shall we try and take it out now and see what it does? Just feel if it's soft enough. Otherwise you can put it back. Dunlop Racing, Dunlop Racing. Oh, I'm a little bit of a stranger. And you'll see in a moment why, or I'll explain it to you why. What I always want is to have that valve there and have the name there. So that's a new and a nice orientation that I always want to have as much as possible. Then we're going to the other side and put that on. There's an arrow there, see, that is the top, and it has it here as well. So we must put that on like so, and then put two MMs in there, and here you go. That is an M, and it's going into metal, so we get the oil a little bit closer, and that's just a standard oil. I hear that people are even using vegetable oils. I wouldn't do that if I were you, and it's just the tip of it. That's why there's so little oil in it right there. And if you're doing this, make sure you're not standing it on the little valve, because that will break. There you go. Let's have a quick look. Then we're going to turn it around, and this is going to go on it like more or less so, but we're not putting the other parts on because we'll be doing that in a different stage. So that's stage 2 done as well. So we're putting it with the other parts that we have. Lovely sip of my tea. In this case it's chai, English, not English, but Indian. As you can see, number 3 of this beautiful 300 SL build. I'm going to leave it in here, and we're going to take these parts out, and we've got some new screws in here as well, and we're going to use them straight away, so might as well take them out. EPs, and these numbers are great to put on in your screw box as a little label. At least that's what I usually do. I've got a labeling machine as well, so I can make them if I can't take them off, or if they break or whatever, but it works. So that is what we have, and we're going to put this on top of it, pushing it down a little bit, and that is what we should have. And on the back of it we are going to put 5 screws in. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and they're all EPs. That just came out. That is supposed to be in there, but it came out, so I'm going to glue that in. I know that one is in still, so I'll have to glue that in. Be careful with when you're holding on this side, because of that little thing that is sticking out right there. You don't want to break that. Let's put a drop of the more fluid version, because we don't need a lot, we just need a tiny bit on the tip of it, and then put it in. There, that's back on as well. We're going to put that to the side and hope we don't have to work with it again or more. I'm going to leave that in. We're only checking whether or not everything works, but these parts are not going to be used just yet. And there's a little clamp on that on the back, but I'm going to leave it in there because we're not touching it, and I don't want to break or lose anything. So we're going to stage number 4. That is the left engine block, and we've got another new screw, which isn't strange when you start this. You wouldn't expect all the screws to be exactly the same. So we've got these parts, and this, as you can hear, is metal. We have a tweezer, but I've got my own, so I'm going to put that away. And these are the parts we have. 1, 2, 3. Let me just check. Got that one, we've got that one, then we've got 3 of those golden ones, then we've got that, that, and that. Yes, I've got everything. We're taking that one out. That one is what we need. As you can see, it's a triangle, and there's a little pin there, locating pin. So we're putting that together, and we're putting an MP on the back. Then we're going to take that one out and put it on right there, as you can see, so. And we're going to put some of those MPs on the back as well. And that's the other one. And that is what we have. Oop. Then we're getting that one out. We're putting this one right there, right there, and we're putting an MP on the back as well. Right there is what we just put on with an MP in the back, from the back. Then we're getting that one out, plus that one. And as you can see, it's got a locating hole and a screw hole, and we've got a locating pin and a screw hole again, just to make that easier to put them both in. We're staying with the MPs. is logical because that's the screw we got in this stage, and that is what we should have. And we're going to put that on right there to there, and that should be like that with another MP from the back, because it needs to be connected right there, and it does, so perfect. Then we're going to put this one there, right there. There's a pinhole there and a screw hole there, and so we match them up and push them in and put another MP from the back, and that is what we have. Now I think it's going to get interesting now. Yep, we're going to get that one out. I think I need to use my tweezers to put this in, otherwise I will break it again. Don't use your fingers to put this in. Let's put this one in and glue it together. Alright, do need to do this with tweezers. Don't do it by hand, guys. Well, it's not as nice as it is shown, but I think it would have been easier to put that one in first. And that is what we have. That is due to the fact that it's one of them is broken. It's my mistake, but it's in, and I will have to work with it. And that's the last part that we do on this stage and this pack of this beautiful Mercedes SL 300 Gullwing. Well, as you can see right there, these are the parts that we got together, and I'm done with this one for this pack for this time. The next pack will come in next month, and we'll do a little bit. We do more than what we're doing right here, and so hope to see you then. Please like, subscribe, and pass it on, and join me that time when I do some more on this build, or maybe any of those in the background that you see right there, and any of those that are that you may find on my channel. Please have a check of that, and hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.